Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our podcast, to episode 66. It is your host, Stefie.
And Julia.
And together we are Derps and Burps, and today we're both really fucking over and done. So excuses ahead if this episode might not be as energetic and as happy peppy as it always is. It's just we both had rough days. We both didn't really talk about it yet, and we're a little bit under time pressure because we have like probably exactly an hour to record this episode. Nevertheless, we're gonna have a good time today. If you haven't seen in the title, this is another Smash or Pass episode. But this time it was not Fudge, our editor, that searched pictures for us and completely surprised us. This time it was Stefie searching 10 pictures and I searched 10 pictures, and we all just scrambled them together in a folder, and we're gonna go through them together. We both didn't see yet what the other person picked out. And yeah, but before that, we will update you about everything that's new in our life because there's a lot of things that happened. So yeah, and honestly, like I'm really excited and ready to hear because Stefie had her first day at her new job, and she just rushed home so she could record this podcast episode with us. So I didn't even have time to hear that. So Stefie, update us. It doesn't have to be the job, can also be what happened like last week and stuff if you want.
I think I go chronologically, like from last week until today, okay? So the first thing that comes to my mind, last week started pretty chill after we recorded the podcast and everything, right? And then on Wednesday, it was a totally normal day. Max and I watched The Office. And I can't tell you whenever, like if I ever laughed so hard as I laughed on this, like in this evening.
Did you never watch The Office before?
It is both our first time.
Okay,
yes.
Enjoy.
And it's insane how good it is.
I think I'm gonna rewatch it because of that.
It is, yeah, do it. It's like Sandro was here as well. He watched it for the 4th time now with us.
It's one of those shows that you can literally watch like 20 times. Like this,
it's insane.
Safe space season. It's like show. Sorry, it's like you can watch it literally like every time you're home and you feel like, oh fuck, I feel shit. Let's just put that on. That is the Office for me, and I have one movie that I always watch over and over again. It's the Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Yeah, those two can always. One is just really depressed. The other one is funny, obviously. So okay, so you watched the Office the first time.
I watched it. This episode was just fucking hilarious. I swear to you, I was laughing like for 15 minutes straight, and I couldn't stop. And I thought I'm dying because it was so fucking funny. I have never seen such a funny thing in a show. It was insane. So we had such a great time, and then we went to bed. And it was pretty late, like 2:30 or so. We went to bed. I was laying on the side in bed. Max was watching LEC still.
Oh, sorry. Can I just ask one thing? Like, who is your favorite character so far in The Office?
So far?
Yeah.
I love Jim.
Jim? Okay.
Yeah, I love Jim. But Dwight, all of them. Michael, everyone is so unique as well, you know? I just love all of them. Like,
now you understand all the memes as well, right?
Yes. Like we're at season 3, so the branches merged already. Where Jim was, like Jim left, then he's back now. I don't really have a favorite character of the other branch. Like Andy's just fucking annoying, right? He's basically Dwight and Michael in one person. So it's like, okay. But yeah, I just like all of them. They all are so unique, and I like that. The only guy I don't like is Kelly's boyfriend, or she wishes to be her boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
The guy that was the intern in the beginning.
I know.
Yeah, that had his internship. So that's the only guy that like is annoying character-wise because he's an asshole. But beside that, all of them are great. Just every single one is awesome.
For me, it's just like Michael. Michael is just killing me.
Michael is the best. Like Evan Almighty, I think that's how the movie's called in English. Evan Allmächtig. The second part of Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
I loved him in this movie.
Mhm.
I loved him so much, and the way like his mimics, gestures, just everything about this man is just so fucking
Dude, I sometimes
hilarious.
feel like when he plays Michael, I feel like he's just being himself. You know what I
Himself.
mean? Like it's just like he's just playing himself without a filter. Is how it
Yes.
feels for me.
Yes. And the thing is, like, when I was watching it, I just thought about, I want to see this man's script. Like,
Oh
he's
yeah.
talking so much as well, right? How much is like in the script? How much is completely spontaneous?
Oh,
Like
I'm
that
a
came to
hundred.
his man.
That must be like really, really like improv. I feel like it must
Mm.
be a lot of improv of it.
And it's just so realistic. It feels so realistic, like as if you go there and just interview them. The show is just 12 out of 10. I love it so much.
It's really good. I
Really.
really, really
So
like it as well.
I had such an amazing time. Max and I had so much fun, and then we went to bed. And I was laying on the side, and all of a sudden, like my muscles start to like just not tense, but jump a little
Mhm.
bit in my legs. And it was super weird. At first, I thought Max is like moving in bed because I felt the bed, like the mattress moving. And then I realized it was my legs. And then they started to feel like a little bit numb.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, like I told Max, okay, Max, can we please stay up for a bit longer? I feel very, very weird right now. And I don't know what's happening. And then I sat up, like, I sat on the side of my bed. And all of a sudden, like, it rushed. Like, I got super hot and my whole
Mhm.
chest was tensing
Mhm.
to the point where I thought I'm just passing out.
Mhm.
And I went to his bedside and almost like hyperventilated. And
Mhm.
he just took my hands and said, okay, sit down, calm down, let us breathe.
Mhm.
And if he didn't do that, I'm pretty sure I would have just like panicked and passed out because I had no clue what happened. And it felt like a heart attack because it was tensing so much towards my heart. And
Mhm.
I had no idea what it was. And it was just so incredibly weird. And then after 10-15 minutes, it was gone. He brought me some water, and I still had the feeling of like constantly passing out. And I was super weak. And I was sitting in bed, and all of a sudden, my muscles started to like
Twitch
act
again.
on its own. Like my
Mhm.
my legs were shaking, but I wasn't cold. It was so weird, and I couldn't control anything. And I was
Mm.
so worried. I was like, okay, am I getting like an epileptic now? What's happening? And then another 10 minutes passed, and I wanted to see like if I can walk a little bit to make it better. So we walked like in the living room and then back to the kitchen. Then I said, nah, I just want to call the hospital. I want to check what happened, like what that was. And
Mm.
then I called the support. There's a support line we have where you can call and tell them what you have.
Mhm.
And then by that, she just basically decides.
Okay, if you
She's
get
gonna
the
send someone to
ambulance or
you.
not. Okay.
Yeah. And then she sent the ambulance to me. Like the two guys came up, they checked my blood sugar and my blood pressure, everything was fine.
Mhm.
And I told them again what happened, and then she said, like one of the girls said, let's just drive to the hospital to be sure and to just check on everything so you know you're
Mm.
fine. And then we drove to the hospital, it was okay. I did an EKG,
Mm.
EKG, like
EKG, the
heart
heart
test.
monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. And they took my blood. My heart beat rate, everything was perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Because I thought I have a heart problem. I even told Max to please like lay on my chest a few days ago, before,
Mhm.
because I was feeling that my heart was jumping sometimes. It just felt like it. But he said it's fine. There's no like outbreaks or anything.
Mm.
And then so yeah, she said my heart is totally fine. Then I had to wait for 2 hours for my blood test, and
Mhm.
I was in this room. Meanwhile, right after I left, Max went downstairs to Lucky and Maria to ask for the key for the car
Mhm.
because he wanted to drive to the hospital. Maria opened the door at 4 in the morning, super sleepy. And Max told her what happened, and she just said, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep." Turned around, passed out, fell onto the floor with her head towards the door of her toilet.
Mm.
So they had to drive to the hospital as well because she had a concussion. Then they had her get checked. After
Mm.
the 2 hours of me being in the room, they sent me to the waiting room. So I was like, okay, it can't be that bad if they send me to the waiting room. They
Mm.
cleared the room for Maria actually, because she went into this room then to get her heart checked and
Yeah.
everything. So it was a complete chaos and it was a complete like fucked up day, night.
Did she like pass out because she was so worried of you, or
Probably the both, like because she heard it and she was super sleepy, so her blood pressure and everything was super low, anyways, right? Because she just stood
okay,
up
okay.
and so yeah, it was just completely fucked up. Luki was there as well, waiting for us. We were in the same department then. Uh, I was waiting in the waiting room. Then at some point, I got my blood results. She said everything's fine. My lungs are fine as well. There's just a few things I should get checked, and it's my thyroid because
Mhm.
it's slightly like dysfunctional. I knew that back then. It's been years ago where
Was it
my
something with the hormones then that they saw that it was not?
it could be. She said it could occur for women
Mhm.
that when the hormones are out of balance, some things like that can happen.
Mm.
That's all they said. Like
Okay.
they didn't said it was that or that. So I cannot really tell you what it was. If it was a panic attack, if it was something, if it has something to do with my thyroid, I have no clue
Mm.
what
And
it
when do you
was.
get the results? Do you know already? Because you
I
did
got the
like some.
results already.
Oh,
I did
you.
another test the day after on
Yeah,
Friday
that's what I meant.
at my home doctor. The results are here today, but I didn't have time, so I go
Oh
there on
shit.
Thursday
Okay, okay.
to get like, and they check my vitamins as well
Mhm.
because we already took the blood, so they're gonna check the vitamins as well if everything's
Mm.
fine. But yeah, I knew that I have a slight dysfunction with my thyroid, but it wasn't a big deal back then.
Mhm.
Maybe it got worse, so
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna get that. I know for sure on Thursday. It was just everything since then. I'm just very weak. Like my body feels very weak,
Mhm.
and I had like the slight tensing after the accident still.
Mhm.
And I thought, I don't know if it was like past like a long COVID thing or whatever it was, because I know when I had COVID the
Mhm.
last time, my chest, like I felt my chest for, I would say, minimum a month still
Mhm.
after.
Okay.
So, but it didn't hurt. It was just a weird feeling. Plus, my posture is not the bad. I'm sitting in front of my PC a lot with my shoulders up front,
Forward.
right, rather
Yeah.
than putting it back. So everything is just so sore. I need to move more. I need to do something for my body beside the thyroid thingy.
Mm.
So yeah, that was pretty fucked up. I'm glad Max was strong enough to see Maria like pass out
Mm.
and like helping me in the
Mm.
situation, because otherwise I would have just completely freaked out. Beside that, I felt pretty okay on Friday. I was just weak, and then I streamed, created some Star Wars themed overlays because I'm very hyped for Star Wars Survivor.
Mm.
And I'm a Star Wars coin collector now, actually. I have this is the very first coin. It's like there's like gold on top of it. I don't know how many grams,
Ooh.
like very little gram, but
Okay.
so yeah, I'm a coin collector now, getting all the Star Wars coins. Um, and on Saturday we had Max's birthday.
Mhm.
We celebrated Max's birthday because it was his birthday end of March, but with Easter and everything, right?
What was
He
that
decided to
cookie jerking thing you did there?
the soggy biscuit. It was
Yeah.
nothing. Like it looked so funny. I even made a video. I'm gonna send you the video. It's in
What did
German
you
though.
do?
We just wanted to make sure that the rug doesn't get dirty. And there was a beer
From
pong
what?
desk table from the
Mhm.
beer pong. Like you didn't see the beer pong on the picture
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
or in the picture because it
Mm-mm.
wasn't there yet. But and that's why it looked so funny,
Oh,
right?
okay, okay,
You're
okay.
like, Max, you're having a fetish party here with the fucking blanket on the ground and the
Mm.
table and the chairs around. So it was just set up for a beer bong, basically.
Okay.
So the rug doesn't get like super dirty from the drinks.
I see, I see.
Yeah, it was super fun. Saw a lot of people, it was very nice. And today was my first day at work, at my new work as a social media manager of medicine. It's a small like agency. They do a lot of corporate identity, corporate design, graphic design, and social media.
Mm-hmm.
It was very overwhelming.
But you're just gonna do social media stuff. Are you
I
gonna
just do
do
social media.
design stuff as well?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I just do social media. And yeah, it was just after 6 years of being in the same job, right? Changing
Mm,
and getting to know new people, a whole new like field under quotation mark. Uh it was very overwhelming in the beginning. Like
mm.
very.
You have
Because
like your
everything was
little
just
table and stuff already.
yes, I have, yeah. They even have their own texter, and I
Texter?
sit like sag mal Texter?
Werbetexter so in die Richtung
Text
oder was?
writer. Text
Okay.
writer.
Yeah. A writer.
So I'm in the same room, writer. Yeah. I'm in the same room with him. He's very nice. My boss is very nice. Everyone's basically pretty nice. It was just a fucking lot with like understanding everything, right? And how they work, the workflow. Like I'm free with a lot of things, which stressed me out a lot because I had no clue or have no clue still how they handle it. So
Mm,
obviously I asked a lot. I did a few things already, planned a campaign, a social media campaign with a giveaway and stuff like that. And I just did it the way I thought it's okay, planned the budget and everything, and then put it in the presentation. Everything's on Drive, like Google Docs, Google Sheets, and whatever, right? So I'm like,
mm,
okay, I have to upload this here, and access here, and Facebook here, and that. So it was just, and then people were coming to me, yeah. We're gonna do this together then. Just let me know when you have time, like when you're done with this. So
mm.
I'm like, okay, there's like 50 things I have to do right now. I'm almost freaking out. I think I almost had another panic attack
Oh
because I was
no.
so stressed. It was just, it's very overwhelming. I can neither say I love it nor I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot like it's okay. The work itself is basically what we do for our podcast with planning everything, right?
Mm.
Just more and with a budget behind it. So it must be more accurate and everything must be like documented.
Okay.
So that's
So when
basically
you
what it
plan
is.
like a campaign, do you need to also like be like, oh, okay, text writer, I need a text for this. So you don't have to
Yes,
write text at all. You just tell him like, hey, I want to make a post about this and this. Please write something for that. And then you go to a
basically, yeah.
graphic guys and be like, hey, for this giveaway, I need that graphic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And they
you
prepared everything already because this is already in the run, right? Or in the
okay. Mm-hmm.
progress. So I had a
To
few
stitch
things
it
already.
together.
And yeah, and that was the complicated part because there's like a few things I have, and I was like, okay, I'm just planning it now. I asked the most important things about everything, and now I'm just planning it how I think it would be fine if we
Hmm.
post it with stories, with posts, with reels,
Mm-hmm.
etc., and the budgeting. And he then said, "Yeah, looking perfect, tippy toppy, it's fine." And I was like, "Okay, if that is the work, I'm easy. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
can do it.
because it's
It's
basically
just
what you do
yeah."
for your personal social media and for the podcast anyway already, right? So
Yeah, just more professional behind it because there's a lot like that comes afterwards with the analytics. So there's a program we use where I really have to like get into at
mm-hmm.
all. Like I have never worked with it before. Also, Facebook changed a little bit with everything, and we mainly work with Facebook and Instagram. So I have to get into this as well again.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically just refreshing by doing, right, or
Yeah,
updating
yeah,
by doing
yeah.
in my brain. But yeah, it's just it was just so many impressions, right, in
Mm.
one day, and I was just I didn't eat like I had Max was so cute. He put me like Saletis and my bottle in a Tupperware box there for
Oh,
food. So I took the water bottle and the Saletis, and all I ate was I think 5 Saletis today because I was so like nervous and
no.
stressed and everything. I was like, okay, yeah. Let's see.
Oh no.
2
So you
more
didn't
days.
eat
I
yet?
worked 3
Oh no.
days. I ate a sandwich before we started, half of the sandwich
Okay.
before we started,
Oh no.
and
I'm so sorry.
all good,
So you have
and
tomorrow
then
and Wednesday?
I
So
worked
okay.
24 hours, so basically, 3 days with
Mm-hmm.
8 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be it for now, I think, and
Mm-hmm.
then after we can talk about, like, maybe just 6 hours on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, the others from home or whatever
Mm.
it is. For now, I just wanna get settled there and
Yeah, for
see
sure.
if I like it as well, right? Like, if this is really something I would like to do in the long
Mhm.
run, and if they want me in the long run. So this is basically what I'm
A
figuring out
trial for
now.
both, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
Okay,
good, sounds
that's
good.
I think that's it. Beside that, my brain's just a bit foggy, and as I said, my body is still weak
Mhm.
from what happened.
Aw, I hope
But
you're gonna be better soon.
thank you, thank you. Tell me about you, Julia. What happened to you?
Jesus. So technically, up till today, everything was really good, more or less.
Mhm.
I mean, beside of a small thing, like we had our yearly like heating service, and a part of our heating system is broken. Like
Oh
there's
shit.
um yeah, it's just one piece that needs to be exchanged and need to be ordered.
Mhm.
Like it's basically when you have like a heating system like we have, so there's like it's a oil heating, and it heats up water that gets distributed throughout the
Mhm.
radiators in the house. And there's a thing that if there's too high pressure in the radiators, there is the water that gets like the excess water through the pressure gets put into like an extra tank, and usually
Mhm.
that's like only a few drops. And
Yeah.
our tank is completely filled to the brim, so our heating system cannot hold water anymore, so it's not
Yeah.
efficiently heating. So we need a new tank, and I need to check what's going on there. So that potentially could be pretty expensive, but
Mhm.
we're gonna have to see about that. Yet then I also need to order oil again, or I'm getting oil delivered tomorrow. Nathan did not qualify for the major,
Aw.
so he's pretty sad because of that. Clearly, because he
Hmm.
worked like the last 6 months for this, and they're
Yeah.
gonna have to kind of see what's next. He knows that he's not gonna be in a lot of tournaments and stuff. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Nobody
Mhm.
knows yet really what's gonna happen. So, yeah, they're gonna have to first of all, work a little bit through the state now, and then see what's coming next, right? So it's
Mhm.
everything feels a little bit like weird at the moment, but he's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. It's like always the same circle basically for the last
Yeah.
9 years. It's like it's just
Mm.
the same old thing that's just kind of resetting. So for me
Yeah.
personally, it's not that bad. Like I obviously feel bad for him, because I know for
Yeah.
him it's like way harder if you think about it. You work towards a specific goal for 6 months, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't enough, right?
Get
For
crushed. Yeah.
whatever reason. So it must be pretty hard on him. And he came
Mhm.
home Sunday. Yeah, so yesterday he came back after 3 weeks. So I'm super happy for him to be home again, because we didn't see each
Yeah.
other for 3 weeks. Um and I had a really stressful weekend actually. So I have 3 days off now, like Saturday, Sunday, and today, Monday. Um and Saturday, Sunday I was at a dog seminar. So
How was it?
Subs, right? The dog trainer. Like
Mhm.
she works for the Hundefloh, which is like one of the most known dog trainers that we have around Austria, Germany. And he made a anti-hunting seminar. So
Mhm.
basically, where you teach your dog that they're not allowed to hunt, and we try to
Mhm.
train out their initial um instinct of going after prey.
Yeah.
So it was pretty interesting. It was not really what I expected fully, so I was like,
Okay.
I'm not disappointed, but I would have expected a little bit more out of it when it
Yeah.
comes to the practical, like the practical
Parts or
execution of it. Yeah, so I
Uh-huh.
mean it was
Uh-huh.
good. Like we learned a lot for the dogs. It was really stressful. I only went with Jinx because Mira doesn't really have um a high hunting drive or something. Sabrina said it would be
Mhm.
probably good for her to do it, and turned out that Jinx was actually like the full on, like together with 2 3 other dogs, she was like doing very well.
Yeah.
um Voller Streber. Like everybody was like, "Oh my god, she's so nice!" And I have to say, like, I really trained with her up to, because I knew that seminar is gonna
Yeah.
happen, right? So I practiced with her a lot, and I got surprised because I always train with Mira at the same time, and
Mhm.
walking with two dogs while meeting somebody else, is always like pure chaos, because if one reacts, the other one reacts.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really know, because I never really go with Jinx alone
Yeah.
there, and there was 10 humans, 10 dogs, and Jinx did not give a slight fuck. She was walking heel between 10
Wow.
humans. She did not care at all. Like, she was the perfect dog this weekend. Like, she didn't
was
even
like-
the first, so basically he had like a machine that was like, there was like a fox fur on it, and like on like a fishing rod kind of, so you can see it, and it was at like a motor that you can like move it so it looks like either you can pull it like super fast in one direction, so it looks like a bunny running over the full field or whatever, or you can just make it move a little bit. And so basically what you do is and there's also pheromones on it, so they put like everything on it, like deer, rabbits, foxes, so like it trigger ducks, everything, so it smells like, I don't know, a whole fucking, I don't know what. So you notice already, so we had the whole weekends we had 4 simulations per dog. So you would simulate a normal walk. So first you walk for 5 minutes to go up like in the forest, and it was always at another spot somewhere, and then he was hiding it somewhere, so we didn't even know where it was. And then once he would like pull it next to us, then across the street, then through a field, like we never knew from where it was coming. And then you had to correct your dog just through body language, more or less. That the dog is not allowed to go after the prey. So you would, for example, the thing would run and the dog would be like, oh, fuck. You know, either some would just chase like crazy. Other dogs would be like, what the fuck is this? Freeze and then run. And so on. So it's always depending what your dog does, right? So Jinx was like, what the fuck is this? And then she would run. But in this moment, she would be like, what the fuck is this? You just like go towards her and like kind of be like, no, you don't. It's a whole thing, like how you do it. Like he explained, it's a little bit hard to explain the whole psychology part behind it. So basically, you just correct her non-verbally, and then she needs to come to you. And then the second time we did it, she reacted, but straight like looked at me instead of like.
Oh.
So it was actually really, really good. And then the third time, she didn't even recognize, like realize that it was a fucking thing running. And the fourth time, he said, "We don't need it anymore. She doesn't care about the thing." Yeah. So she was very, very good. I also baked like a bunch of muffins, and I helped like Sabrina and stuff. And we're like a nice group of people that train the dogs together. So it's like Kati and Rudi, the little like brown poodle. Miriam, there's the girlfriend of my physiotherapist actually, that is potentially starting her education as a dog trainer as well. And so we were like a nice group of people. Afterwards we stayed, we let the dogs, go wild. So but it was like really long days because we always met at 9 a.m. there, and we came back, I don't know, 6, 7, and then afterwards I went to a gym and then yesterday as well, after the whole thing, like Sabrina had such a relief because like obviously like it's your boss there, you want to like not impress them, but organize everything well, and he was super proud and stuff. And then afterwards we just went to Miriam's home and ordered pizza and hung out, and we were hanging out till like 10 p.m. in the evening, and we had so much fun. We were laughing so much. So yeah, weekend was very nice. I didn't sit down at the PC once. Was just on my legs the whole time with the dogs and stuff, and didn't really have time to spend with Nathan either. Yes, really. Today a little bit, but yeah. And then today was a very weird day because like it started just like a normal day. I was like, oh, I have so many chores. I need to do this before we record the podcast. Blah blah blah. And then after I had a few things done, I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what it is, but I really don't feel like doing it. So I was listening to an audiobook, and I was like, you know what? If I feel like resting, I'm just gonna give myself the rest that I need. It was like, even if it wasn't physically that exhausting that weekend, it was just like a lot of impressions, a lot of people, a lot of dogs, a lot of things to digest, soak in, like you probably feel today after the whole day at the new job, right? So I don't know what it was. So I went into the bathtub, and then I think I talked about it in the past a lot, about that I used to have really bad mental issues, like, and I was struggling with depression a lot. But I think it's been like 2 or 3 years that I didn't have a depressive episode anymore. Like
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
I don't know what it is. And since I went in the bathtub, I told Nathan like I was really afraid that I had something happening to my brain. Like I don't know if it's like a really intense migraine because I still have like a headache as well, a really strong one.
Mhm.
I already took like my medication against my migraines. Like I used to have really
Yeah,
strong migraines with like aura, like where I would get
yeah,
like blind spots in my vision and stuff. Don't have
yeah,
that, but it kind of feels like the pain that I used to
yeah.
get back then. Plus, I'm insanely depressed from one second to another. Like it's really
Mhm.
really bad, but it's like weird because usually when I used to be depressed like years ago, and I would
Yeah.
get like intrusive thoughts or whatever. Like I don't want to like be too
Mm.
negative because I'm not in that space intellectually, but
Yeah.
emotionally I'm kind of like weird because before it was always like I intellectually also like I felt bad for myself and self-pity and oh everything is so shit and oh my god blah blah blah, and now it's like
Mm.
there's literally I'm I'm happy with everything in my life, you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
but my emotions are today I don't know what it is, it's like really fucked. I feel like super super depressed. Like I just
Mm.
I don't want to do anything. I feel shit. I was like I was joking to Stefie earlier, but like almost like suicidal, even though I'm don't worry about it. I'm not. But emotionally feeling it
I know what you
without
mean, yeah.
it's a really weird thing. So I'm like mentally in a very, very weird spot today. So I'm not sure if that's
Mhm.
just like a weird migraine that's like pressing on somewhere and I have like my I don't know, it's like the headaches that I usually have, they're more like in the back of my head. And
Mhm.
today it's like my full on like frontal lobe.
Aw, that's
So
so tough.
I don't know. I didn't really have it there yet. So I'm hoping that it's really just a migraine that triggered something weird in my brain. And besides, if
Yeah.
that's not going away, I don't know. I'm gonna go probably to a hospital because I have also like some weird twitches with like
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but it also like feels like my eyes are like my
Twitching.
eyebrows are like sitting further down than usual. Like usually they're
Yeah.
further up,
It's probably
and I have
because you
like
have to
twitches with
like
my eyes the whole time. Yeah,
because of
probably,
the pain as well, yeah.
probably. I don't know. I just feel really weird.
Yeah.
But it's anyway. I'm hoping that somewhere it's better. Maybe it's also because I'm a little bit dehydrated or whatever. Anyway, but it's just emotions and intellectually I understand that it's not that. But yeah, it's really weird after so many years not feeling depressed to just have this like
Mm.
especially like a switch because before it was always something that would like build up slowly, right? And now it
Yeah.
was just like from having a completely normal day to being like oh, I just wanna, I don't know, throw it all away. I never want to stream again. I never want to do this again. And I just want to
Yeah.
stay in bed all day for some reason. Or I
What
don't
a
know.
fucking weird face,
I don't
right?
know
For
what it
both of
is.
us. It's like
I don't know. But
neither do I.
you know what's also weird? Sabrina, right?
Mhm.
So we spent yesterday together, and she just
Mhm.
posted 15 minutes before we came here to
Mhm.
record the podcast. She wrote me, sent a picture that she's only surviving with this today. She also took her migraine medication because she has a really, really, really intense migraine today.
Oh
So I'm just
shit,
wondering
okay.
if it's maybe something, it sounds stupid, but something with the weather or something, or
Hmm.
maybe we caught something. I don't know if we're getting sick or something. I don't know. Could be
There
also. I'm not
was
sure if I
a
have a fever.
very heavy influenza wave going around as
Okay.
well, like flu wave.
Yeah.
Because Maria's sick as well. She got a fever after the accident and everything.
Yeah.
I, I,
Because I'm just
I
thinking, I
can,
think I might have a fever
yeah.
actually.
And you should check before you go to the gym,
Yeah, for
Julia,
sure, for
because
sure. Yeah.
it's not good.
Because
You
now
look
that
a
I
bit like red
read,
as well, like heated up on the cheeks as well.
I think I might actually have a fever. I'm gonna check before I go.
Mm,
So
please do
yeah,
so.
but anyway, I don't want to like pull. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Don't
So
worry.
yeah,
We
don't worry.
both have tough faces right now. Everyone has tough faces in their lives, and we're so
Exactly.
like happy peppy all the time. We're allowed
Exactly. It's the first
to
time in
be this way.
66
Yeah.
weeks of podcast that we have like
Yeah.
a downer episodes, but that's fine. So anyway, we're gonna go into the fun part now, guys. We're gonna do smash or pass, right? In case you haven't seen it yet, we did I think 2 episodes before, right? 2 smash or pass episodes. How it works is we look at pictures of people that in this case I prepared some, other case Stefie prepared some. Before that it was Fudge that searched out some that we didn't see before yet. So we can also like give some insight now with the ones that I chose. For example, Steffi, I chose this one for you because, you know, or because I was really curious, whatever, right? So I think that's gonna give it a little bit more spice, maybe, potentially. And we're gonna say if we would smash or pass that person or character, because we have both. We have imaginative or like out of other universes, if you will, characters, and we also have real persons, right? So we're gonna tell you if we would smash or pass. I hope you're ready. We don't have a topic this time, so it's completely like fully mixed. Steffu, can you see my screen right now?
I can see it. I
see
it. Yeah, I see it.
You can see it. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go right in. We're gonna start with the first one. I think they're gonna be mixed. Some of Steffi's, some of mine. I don't think there's a specific order.
Neither.
So let's go first. The first one.
First one.
That Steffi chose
Elon I was Musk. Just like, I'm gonna put him in. That was just for the funs and the lulz. I want to know, Julia, would you smash or is that a smash or a pass?
See, that's a hard one. Okay, let's talk about Elon. Like the man clearly has some, like, really intelligent man, right? Really rich man as well. He's a fucking memer, right? He's a meme lord as well, which I think is pretty funny. So 2 things I like. I like intelligent people. Yeah. And I like funny people. Yeah. Which I think both of them he is. Does that mean I agree with everything he says? No, he posts bullshit a lot. He did a lot of stupid things, including things with Twitter and stuff like that. But there's something about him. Physically, no, not at all. Not my type. But there's something about, I feel charisma. Like, yeah, he's charismatic. I feel like if you would, even if you wouldn't know who he was money-wise or something, let's say you spent like a board game evening with friends. Or like, let's say you, Max, Nathan, me, Zazu, and Nita, and you would put Elon in there. I feel like we would have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Like, interesting conversation, but also a lot of fun. So I would probably be really interested into his personality. Yeah. But physically, a no. Personality-wise, probably a yes. Even though I disagree with a lot of things that he has. But I think it would be a lot of really interesting conversations, if you will. Yeah. So for me, it's like a 50-50 smash pass. Yeah. How is it for you?
Basically, what I agree 100% with what you said. He's very charismatic for some reason. But physically, it will be a pass for me as well. He's not my type at all.
Same.
It's just, I just find it funny how much he like provokes everyone.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
He's like a child that bought everything. Yeah, and just does whatever he wants now. That's what he's doing.
He does not give a fuck. Again, like really, I do not agree with everything he says. I just want to say it over and over again. I know. See, he did and say some really stupid ass shit that I think is as stupid as you guys think it is. But there's just something about his attitude of just like saying and doing whatever he wants, you know, regardless of the consequence, if you will, which is kind of like it would be a fun time to spend with him at a table, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, let's go to the next one. I have no idea who that is, Steffi.
You don't know Tele from A Word Alive?
Ah,
the lead singer?
Oh no, I didn't know how he looked like.
He is the singer of Rise from the League of Legends World Song.
Oh, okay.
Mako and the other the band.
Yeah.
And I got to know him through the World Song.
Ah.
And I love the song. He's doing a great job. He's also Viego in Pentakill, like singing. He's Viego's voice basically.
Mm-hmm.
from Pentakill, and
Okay.
I really like him.
Yeah, smash.
Smash, right?
And
Oh, it's
from the
smashing.
information that you gave me, and he also, I have the same jacket as him. Not even
Oh,
maybe. I have
true.
literally 1-to-1. I have the exact same jacket that he has.
True.
So he has obviously a really great taste in fashion.
Yeah.
Not a really big fan of like the blonde in his hair, but yeah, it's smash.
Weirdly enough, I like it on him. I find
Really?
him very attractive with
it
blonde hair.
suits
I
him.
don't
I'm
like
just
blonde
usually
guys.
You
But
don't?
he's like no, I usually don't like blonde guys, but I like how he looks.
Mm.
He's very attractive.
He's cute. I also like his nose ring.
Yeah,
It's like
he's a cutie.
I feel like I would walk around like this if I would be a guy.
Mm? I mean, you have the jacket already, right?
Yeah, the jacket already. I got the nose ring.
And the nose
Just
ring.
need the haircut.
Yeah.
Need the haircut, remove my makeup, and we're basically the same person.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Oh, that's the guy from Riverdale.
Yes, I was just curious.
Or is it his twin brother? He's a twin brother.
That's
You know
Cole's
that?
brother. This is
Yeah.
here's a twin brother. Yes, second Cody, Hotel Second Cody for everyone.
Mhm.
This is the boy Jughead from Riverdale. And I was just curious because so many people are into him.
Oh yeah, 100%
And I wanted to
smash.
know if you
100%.
you would
The thing
as
is,
well.
I actually watched a really interesting interview of him,
Mhm.
of how sick he is of being famous. I don't know if you watched
Okay.
that. Because
No.
I think the interview that I watched was, I think he was like a childhood star already or something. Like he was a teenage or like a
They were
child
very
actor
young
or
in
something like that. Yeah,
Hotel Second Cody.
yeah. I didn't know that. But yeah, I think if I remember correctly, that was him. I think he was talking about how pissed he was that his parents sold his childhood to Hollywood,
Mm.
kind of along these lines.
To Disney
And-
even, or is
yeah, I
Hotel
think
Second
so.
Cody still on Disney?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I
Yeah.
just know him from Riverdale. If I'm honest, I didn't really watch that stuff when I was younger. But yeah, I really liked him in Riverdale. The bit that I watched, I think he's a really attractive person. I think he's really intelligent. If you listen to his interviews as well. Again, like I only heard this one interview from him, and I know that he's also really, really into photography. He says that he doesn't like to post stuff of himself, but he likes to be behind the camera a lot, and that's where he sees himself in the future, I think. What he said. But yeah, really attractive man. Really charismatic as well. Would smash.
Yeah.
And you, Stefan?
Same.
You
I
too?
would. I kind of would. But his personality in Riverdale, yes.
Mhm.
He usually also is not my type, actually.
Really?
like-
Okay.
Nah, not really. But I would.
You would smash.
After knowing him from Riverdale, because I have never really watched a Hotel Second Cody as well. It was more like my sister's younger show, like child show.
Mhm.
I was at the age of like I think 13 or something, so I was
Mm.
already not interested in these shows anymore. But yeah, I like Riverdale, even though the 7th season everything is just shit, and you ask yourself why are you still here watching it. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I think he's a great actor as well. Like
Yeah,
I really enjoyed him, gotta say.
yeah.
Then the next one, Steffi. Let's see if you know who she is. Do you know who she is? I can give you a little bit of a rundown.
Give me nah.
Her name is Mix.
It's just okay.
Her full name is Sue Lee.
Yeah.
You probably know her as like a talent. Like she did some hosting before. She worked at Twitch before, like an esports host. She was at the she did a lot of CS. I think she did some League as well. I'm not 100% about League. She's basically in the whole esports scene. Was pretty big. I don't know how active she is right now.
I don't know her.
Really?
No.
She's
I
now
don't think so.
she's now the talent manager in Pokemon's agency, their RTS thingy.
Mm.
So she went from I think Twitch to esports hosting, which she was. I think she was probably my favorite host when it comes to. I'm sure you saw her. I'm so sure
I
you saw her
probably
before.
do, but I do not recall her right now.
She's also dating or is married nowadays to Fiflaren, which is like one of the most famous CS players back in the day. But maybe it's a little bit more too much in like the CS scene, so you don't know.
Yeah, probably. She's cute though. I would. She's a smash.
Plus, you see, that's why I thought like she's an esports scene. I know she's also a really really nice person. Like I know her personally. She's a really 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 cool person. She's like a full on boss lady. Like
yeah, queen.
But on the same at the same time, she's really really kind. Really really and I love her. She's like probably one of my favorite persons in esports. And she's kind to everybody.
I need to check her out.
She's really, really, really cool. And I was as well like, I know what kind of ladies Stefie likes, so I was like, yeah, you could like her.
She's cutie. She's a cutie. Yeah. Definitely a smash.
Definitely a smash. Same. Let's go. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, yeah.
Shocks.
I had to put her in.
Queen.
Had to put her in.
Oh my god. Of course she is a smash. Hello?
Yep.
Fucking amazing woman.
She's
in everything.
She's literally such an inspiration. Like everything she did it by herself. Like against all odds. I also loved how so if you guys don't know who Shocks is, she started as how do you say it? Like a esports journalist, I think. She's from the Netherlands, if I remember correctly, and she started a little bit before I started streaming, and I remember her doing like small little interviews, and then later on she started working for Riot for like the LCS and LEC later on, and I don't know how many years ago that was, but she's Belgian. True, Belgian. Sorry, not Dutch. I just thought about the language. Sorry, excuse me. I take one for. Everybody always calls me German because I speak German, and now I did the exact same thing to Shocks. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me, Shocks. Please don't be mad at me. If you ever see that, but I don't think you ever will. But anyway, so I know her for many, many years already. Always been a huge fan of her. And one of the things that I think was the most impressive things that she did, she had her secure job, at Riot, like hosting Worlds every year and working in LEC and LCS back then, whatever it was called. And I don't know how many years ago it was, but she made the decision to go freelance, right? Because she didn't want to be employed anymore by them. She wanted to be more wanted to choose her own jobs. She wanted to not exclusively just work for Riot or League of Legends, and I think that was probably one of the ballsiest moves she could have done, because obviously, like, I mean, imagine being basically the face of every Riot event, and then potentially pissing Riot off that much that they're going to be like, okay, we're just going to make somebody else our face. But I think she knew how special she was to Riot, and I was actually really surprised that they didn't take that personal and still hired her, So for me, that is like so much respect. And it was so cool also to see her just do, CSGO events and see her not just be the face of League. Like, I think it was the best thing she could have done. And she's just a boss lady. She's a huge role model for everybody that is in the gaming / esports scene. And I also fucking love her humor. Like, I don't know if you saw it during the World Cup, and was it World Cup or was it the Europe Cup with like football, where she like broke the spaghetti in half and pissed off all the Italians and that kind of stuff. So also like her humor is just so on point. Really, really big fan. So
awesome
couldn't
woman.
let her.
Very awesome woman.
Yeah, couldn't let her out of this one. So clear smash, right?
Yes.
Also, obviously, really, really pretty lady as well.
Yes.
Let's see next one. Okay, I was not sure.
Milena.
If you know her, Milena.
Julia, we were at TwitchCon in Berlin. We were out with her.
Oh yeah, true. You were there.
Yes.
True. I forgot.
I was there.
My Viking queen. I had to put her in.
She's beautiful. Also, awesome humor.
Dude,
She's
she
just
is the funniest person I know, and she does not give a fuck. She's so
yeah,
unfiltered. She always
she
says
is.
what she thinks. She does not give a fuck.
Yeah,
And
I'd be intimidated in bed by her, but
she's
I'd smash her.
100%. Listen, Milena is probably pegging Nick every night.
Yes,
100%.
for sure, for fucking sure.
Honestly, and if I would be with Milena, she could do with me whatever she wanted. Just and I'm not even into girls, but Milena would be just like, yes, my queen.
Yes, mistress.
Yes, mistress. So yeah, I had to put Milena in.
Yeah,
Huh?
she's a smash.
Smash. Yeah, we don't even have to think about it. We don't want to upset our Viking queen. So our lovely Norwegian queen that made it to the other side of the world to an A. I miss her being in Europe. Let's see. Stefie.
Who do we have here? Obviously, I had to put him in because
nice picture. Okay,
now
explain.
that you're so first of all, black and white, right? Always hot. Second, now that you're so much into Noah, a guy that is actually like fixed and seems like to not have any like issues mentally, right? I was like, okay, let's see. Are you still like after everything that happened with Megan and stuff? Would you still? If you had to choose, Julia, I know this is not a choose episode, but Noah or MGK?
Oh, that's a really hard one. You know, like I've them both right behind me. They're both looking over my shoulder right now, so it's a really hard one. Honestly, I don't know what it is. Even though I just got my mental illness back today, you know, it's still there. Fuck. I think I'm gonna have to say Noah.
Damn. Okay.
I think I'd
exit out here, guys.
Bye.
Exit him out.
Bye. No, I don't know. I'm healed. I don't want broken people anymore. No, I was actually. It's funny that you say that because I had a dream like this.
What, really?
Yeah.
Recently or what?
Yeah, I think it was like last week or something like that.
You fucked both, and then you had to decide who was bad.
No. It was like fuck. I don't remember. I don't recall how it was exactly, but it was basically both wanting to be with me, and I had to decide or something like that. Listen, I know. I mean, who would want to do that, right? No, but Jesus Christ, no. But honestly, for me, the main thing is, first of all, in case you're not up to date in the whole Megan Fox / MGK story,
I'm not.
They have been seen together in Hawaii on a holiday together. So piggyback riding and everything. So they're still together at least, or again, or whatever. They seem to be working through the troubles without, like, ever since that happened, none of them has been on social media anymore.
Okay.
Like, they just completely stepped away on social media and apparently just have been taking care of their relationship.
Okay.
And that on the same time, you know, like, again, I've been an MGK fan for many, many years. And he's never been doing that. Like, he always like tweeted about it, just breaking my heart, yada, 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 those kind of things. It's the first time he doesn't tweet impulsive things, post impulsive things. And that just shows me, first of all, how much he cares for Megan. And that maybe he's actually doing some healing on himself as well. Which, on the other hand, makes him attractive again, right? But it also makes me really happy that he has somebody that is worth for him to work on himself, right? So I'm really happy for him, but yeah, I'm going for Noah that is just mentally more stable.
Okay.
And has no addictions or something. I just checked on the clock. We have 5 minutes left. Let's do like a speed run, okay? We just go smash and pass. So MGK is still smash, but Noah more smash than MGK.
Okay.
Stefie?
Gotcha.
MGK, smash or pass?
Look-wise, yeah, but yeah. Yeah.
You can be honest.
Yeah, go on. Go, yeah.
So smash, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
For one night, it's okay.
Okay. Oh, Hassan. Stefu. You want to go
Very
first?
attractive man.
Yeah.
I would smash him.
Oh, yeah,
probably.
100%.
He's
100%.
funny.
Oh, yeah, I would. He's funny, he's intelligent, he's good looking. He's going to a gym. Let's go. Mentally ill, probably, but that's fine. Next one. Do you know him? I wasn't sure. Do you know Machine? He's also a host in esports. He did some League of
No.
Legends stuff. He does a
No.
lot of CS and stuff. Machine Alex. I know him in real life. Really, really cool guy.
Yeah.
Just from the looks, if you don't know who
Probably
he is,
pass.
he's really funny. He's really funny.
Yeah, but I don't know him.
Really funny. Okay,
It's
pass.
pass.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I'd smash Alex.
Uh-huh.
Then
Sarah.
okay, this one. I just want to say why I put Seraphine in there. I know she's Bae of Ben, so I just want to stir some drama in case if you say pass on Seraphine.
I say hard pass. Fuck this.
Oh, Ben. Okay, I want to hear Ben's input to
Fucking
that.
Seraphine.
Okay, pass. For me, a smash.
Bye,
She's
you
cute.
bitch. Next.
Okay. Fiora. And that comes from
Fiora.
Nathan. Nathan is Fiora's Nathan's bae.
Fiora is sexy. I like her skins.
Mm-hmm.
She's French, right?
Just a little bit of a dommy mommy as well, so I thought it would maybe
Smash.
Smash. Okay, yeah, also smash for me. Dude, I'm smashing all the ladies. Stefie,
That is Sugar?
This is Sugar.
She
So
looks so
I found a
different
good
in
picture. I found a
this.
really good picture
Dude,
of him.
they're all evolving. Like Jimin looks so hot right now. Like BTS is just evolving. This is like 1,000%.
I think he might.
Smash.
I think he might have gotten some things done, over there.
Like hardcore makeup. There's hardcore makeup
yeah,
on
it's
it.
probably photoshopped everything. Yeah, but on this picture, I'd smash him as well.
Yes.
Then Jenny?
Of course.
Blackpink?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Fucking
Not
queen.
really my type, so it's a pass for me.
Sasu. Sasu loves her.
There we
Jafar.
go,
No.
Jafar.
Smash it.
You wouldn't? You wouldn't smash Jafar?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't either. Pass. Loba?
Would you smash Loba, Julia?
Booty mommy? No, I'm too intimidated. She has a bigger ass than me.
I would smash her.
Listen, in my relationship, I need to be the one with the ass. I can't have that kind of competition. So pass, sorry, Loba.
Pedro.
Pascal.
I tried to find a cool picture.
Yes.
I wouldn't smash him, to be fair, because I love him so much as a character, and I would love him as. Nah, I wouldn't smash him. This is the type of guy that I find. I just love the way he is.
Be so disappointed, Stefie.
And I understand. No. Listen, I know she's a Pedro Pascal daddy slave. There's one thing for Ben, for example, that mustn't be sexualized at all, and it's Sailor Moon. For me, it's kind of Star Wars. I do not want to see any sexual stuff of Star Wars. There's like the Anakin Padme choking, chokes and stuff are fine. I'm not into like Ahsoka hentai or anything. I don't want to see that. Like it's very holy to me, so I don't want to see it.
Okay.
So no smash on Pedro.
Pass for you. For me, full on smash, 100%. Then we
Jessica
have
Negri.
our mommy, Jessie Negri, 100%. 100%.
Smash it. Smash
I'd motorboat her right now.
Yep.
Oh man.
Then I just wanted
KO?
to put in some.
I'm not into robots. I'm sorry. I gotta pass.
What's it called? Humanoid?
Humanoids? Is that the word? Yeah. Anyway, no KO.
Yeah. I would smash him.
Even though he gives me some Terminator vibes, Austrian like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But no, I gotta pass. Cyborg. Yeah. No. I'm passing. I'm sorry. Yes.
And I know, I would not smash him.
You would not. Listen,
it's borderline cringe to me, but I know who he reminds me.
We can't talk about who he reminds me of, but asshole. Okay, just to say, he reminds me of somebody that Steffi and me know. So it has some emotional value to me. So I'd smash the shit out of Seth. 100%. You wouldn't?
What Seth? Nah, he's borderline cringe to me.
Okay.
There's
Even
one
though
more
he's like a little like cat ear thingy.
This is so confusing to me.
Also, who is his mistress? I never noticed that he has a fucking mistress. Oh, she.
Girl on the side. And I put one more picture in because I uploaded only 9. The very first one, Julia. I don't know if you know him, but it's Nicholas Scratch, aka Gavin Leatherwood from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. One of the hottest guys, but he's not in a lady business, so not.
Oh, he's. Let me see other pictures. No, I don't know him.
Gavin, you need to Google Gavin Leatherwood if you. Nicholas Scratch is just his name in Sabrina.
No,
he's the kind of type. See, that's what it is with him.
Pass.
He's very his character is very attractive in
Yeah. No,
Shouting
I
Adventures.
gotta pass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta pass. It's a pass for me.
Okay.
Guys, I hope you like this quick fire ending of Smash and Pass. I sadly gotta go. I gotta go to gym before Verina's gonna kill me. Max is having a
Maybe
good
Max.
time in League of Legends. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We see and hear each other again next week. Sorry for cutting you off that fast. I love you all, guys. I see you soon again.
Bye.
Bye.